This Civic Media podcast is sponsored by UW Organ and Tissue Donation. Organ donations are desperately needed, and now is the right time to become an organ donor. Talk to your family. Get the dot. Save lives. Go to heroicdeed.com.
For WRCE 107.7 FM, I'm Joanne Krulotz. President-elect Donald Trump says he wants Sean Duffy to be his transportation secretary. That would position Duffy to oversee a complex system of pipelines, railroads, cars, trucks, airlines, and mass transit systems, as well as funding for highways. Duffy is a former member of Congress who represented a Wisconsin district for 9 years. He is the second Fox-affiliated TV host to be tapped by Trump. Duffy also has a background in reality TV, like Trump. He declined to run for governor of Wisconsin in 2020, despite Trump's urging, and is a former lumberjack athlete. Judicial regulators have filed a 10-count complaint against a former Wisconsin Supreme Court justice who led an investigation into the 2020 presidential election results. The State Office of Lawyer Regulation filed the complaint against former Justice Michael Gableman Tuesday. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos hired Gableman in June 2021 to investigate the administration of the 2020 election. Vos fired him in August 2022 after the probe turned up nothing. The complaint accuses Gableman of violating a number of state Supreme Court rules during the investigation, including making false statements, disrupting a court hearing, questioning a judge's integrity, making derogatory remarks about opposing attorneys, and violating open records laws. WPS Health Solutions in Dane County is laying off hundreds of people. 313 people will lose their jobs, mostly at the Monona office. Executives say the layoffs are necessary after losing federal contracts. WPS provides supplemental insurance for people in Wisconsin and has contracts with Medicare in 9 other states. The layoffs officially begin January 21st. The Department of Public Instruction has published its school and district accountability report cards for the 2023-24 school year. Report cards include data for multiple school years across 4 priority areas: achievement, growth, target group outcomes, and on track to graduation. The achievement and growth priority areas are weighted based on a district or school percentage of economically disadvantaged pupils as required by state law. A district or school's overall accountability score out of 100 possible points places it into one of 5 overall accountability ratings. Report cards use up to 3 years of data, including achievement data from 2021-22, 2022-23, and 2023-24. Statewide overall ratings distribution on district report cards for 2023-24 was similar to 2022-23. Of 377 public school districts receiving report cards, 353, or 94% of the districts, met, exceeded, or significantly exceeded expectations. Among districts receiving report cards for both 2023-24 and 2022-23, 29 increased by 1 rating category compared to the prior year, 24 decreased by 1 rating category, and 324 had no change in rating. The Ithaca School District maintained its meets expectations with an overall score of 61.4. The Richland School District improved over the 2022-23 school year's meet expectations with an exceeds expectation and overall score of 72. The River Valley School District maintained its exceeds expectations with an overall score of 74.1, and the Riverdale School District maintained its meets expectations rating with an overall score of 63.5. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers and the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection have announced the results of a study showing the state's consistent agricultural growth. According to a press release, the University of Wisconsin study showed over $115 billion of economic impact was generated from agricultural and food processing sources between 2017 and 2022. That's equivalent to about an 11% increase from prior years and represents over 14% of Wisconsin's overall economic output. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is pushing for stronger efforts to block robocallers. According to a press release, a coalition of 46 attorneys general are asking the Federal Communications Commission to improve their robocall mitigation database. The coalition says the FCC hasn't done enough to prevent bad actors from registering in their database, allowing those bad actors to submit unvetted information and face no consequences for filing false or misleading information. Call is a member of the Anti-Robocall Litigation Task Force. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation is reminding drivers to move over and slow down when approaching active roadside emergencies. According to a press release, there have been 60 emergency responders hit and injured by vehicles while working on the side of the road in Wisconsin over the last 5 years. Department of Transportation officials are also reminding residents that moving over and slowing down for emergency vehicles is required by state law. Governor Tony Evers has proclaimed this week as Crash Responder Safety Week. This November, the American Red Cross is asking donors to gather their friends and be there for patients by making a blood or platelet donation. Festive activities and busy calendars this time of year can disrupt normal routines, leading to a drop in blood donation appointments. Eligible individuals are encouraged to make donating blood a priority, especially those with type O blood and those giving platelets. 2 blood drives will be held Thursday. The first will be from 8:30 to 1:30 at Kickapoo High School. The second will be from 9 to 2 at the Richland Center High School. Those wishing to help patients make memories this holiday season can book a blood or platelet donation appointment by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting redcrossblood.org, or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. This is International Education Week. It's about expanding horizons, making connections, and establishing mutual understanding between people in the United States and other countries. It is an opportunity to celebrate the benefits of international education and exchange worldwide. You are invited to attend a local International Education Week event. The exchange students at Richland Center High School will host International Night Thursday, beginning at 6 in the West Commons and large group instruction room. Meet the international students, sample some traditional foods, and learn about their countries and cultures. The event is free and open to all. The cast and crew of Riverdale's one-act play, When Bad Things Happen to Good Actors, advanced to the state competition. The group will perform Thursday night at 6:10 on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. The Lone Rock Farmers Market is held the first and third Thursday of each month from 3:30 to 6:30 at the Lone Rock Community Building. For WRCE News, I'm Joanne Krulotz.
Bucks basketball tonight. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Milwaukee Bucks host the Chicago Bulls at 5-serve form. Both teams looking for a chance for back-to-back wins. On Monday, the Bucks beat the Rockets. The Bulls got past the struggling 76ers. College basketball, number 15th ranked Marquette with an impressive win in Milwaukee last night over number 6th ranked Purdue. The Golden Eagles 76-58 over the Boilermakers. Cam Jones had 17 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, and only the third triple-double in Marquette history. The last player to do so, Dwayne Wade, back in 2003. Baseball, the Brewers' Pat Murphy named the National League Manager of the Year, who talked about the challenge of a club being from Milwaukee.
That's what this whole thing's about. You know, like when you're thinking of a small market team, you're thinking of guys that have all been thrown away, all guys that have been said, no, you're not good enough. And that's pleasurable to see, you know, these guys then find an identity and find a way to be successful. And it's a beautiful thing. Well, what else can you ask for? It's special. They know who they are. They know where they came from, and they're just there to do their job as a teammate. They'll do anything you ask in any role, and that's what makes it feel really, really special. Makes you want to come to the ballpark every day when you have like that.
That's Brewers manager Pat Murphy. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Hugh Grant is not a fan of his character in Notting Hill. It took about 30 years, but the actor with the toothy grin admitted his character had no guts. He didn't like the way his character handled Julia Roberts' character's fame or the paparazzi in the film. Grant says the rumors that he hates all of his films are untrue and that it's just that he hates his own characters, adding that he has self-loathing issues. That's our Hugh. The Glicked weekend is fast approaching, and Gladiator 2 and Wicked have high hopes for a box office splash. Wicked is expected to be the box office winner, with Universal Studios hoping for a $100 to $110 million opener. Paramount is hoping Gladiator 2 pulls in about $65 million, which would be a healthy start for a film that cost $250 million to make and another $100 million to market. Even those healthy estimates would have this twosome fall short of Barbenheimer's opening weekend, which pulled in $230 million. Houston native Beyonce will perform at halftime of the Baltimore Ravens Houston, Texas game on Christmas Day. The performance so far is being kept a secret, but it is expected the pop icon will welcome special guests, according to CNN. The game will be broadcast as streaming giant Netflix's first ever NFL broadcast. How excited are fans? Let's just say this could be the single greatest performance interrupted by repeated buffering the world has ever seen. So what do you do when you miss your celebrity ex-wife Khloe Kardashian? If you're former NBA hoopster Lamar Odom, you buy a sex doll that looks just like her. Yes, it's true. Odom says he purchased the doll to use as a mental wellness tool. I need a new medical plan. On the We're Out of Time podcast, the former Laker said the best part of sex with a doll who looks like a Kardashian is that it's not an actual Kardashian. Have you ever been in a relationship that's been so bad it's made you want to jump to your death? If so, you have something in common with Cher. The iconic performer and former wife of Sonny Bono says that she was so miserable and lonely in her loveless marriage, she considered jumping off a Vegas hotel balcony multiple times. Let me rephrase. On multiple occasions. That's the kind of thing that would be tough to do more than once. The singer says instead of taking her own life, she ultimately decided to leave her marriage. Much better option, Cher. Speaking of falling, comedian and former Tonight Show host Jay Leno says he fell 60 feet down a rocky hill outside Pittsburgh before one of his shows. According to E! News, Leno suffered bruises on his face, a swollen eye, and a broken wrist. What does a 74-year-old man do after such an accident? Check himself out in a restaurant bathroom and then make his live performance on time. Now that's a pro. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba. Weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
A little sunshine this morning, becoming mostly cloudy with scattered light snow showers by later this afternoon. It's going to be breezy today with a high of 43. Tonight, scattered snow showers 29. Tomorrow, a little light rain and snow. It'll be windy with a high near 40. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Right now, it's 39.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.